My first memories, more or less, I remember being very active, very energetic, very healthy, kept up with my brothers and sisters. I remember doing all the things other children did. And then in first grade, I still was very active. I remember chasing little boys in the playground. And then in second and third grade, I started noticing a difference. I started noticing that I would have aches and pains, that walking far was harder. I noticed I was falling down a lot more, tripping on things. Things became worse. And children started noticing that I was walking different from them. And they'd, call me names. They'd say, "You look like you're walking like a duck." They'd say, "Why are you always falling down?" And I'd have no answer because there was no diagnosis. Then at the age of 11, I remember having a gym teacher that said that maybe we should go to a better doctor, a specialist. And she referred my parents to a doctor in Wausau. And from that point, my parents brought me in, and the doctor seen the characteristics of having muscular dystrophy. He could tell by the gait of my walk and my strength, and just, it was very apparent to him. So by the moment of walking in his door, he knew immediately I had muscular dystrophy. I denied it, and I thought, this isn't going to happen to me. I'm going to walk. I'm not going to give up. That's something that's, I'm going to fight this. There's no way I'm going to use a wheelchair. A couple years later, I began using a wheelchair because I could no longer walk upstairs. I could no longer walk long distance. I couldn't walk without falling, and I couldn't get back up. So really, there was no choice. I have a 6-year-old son, so that's when I resorted to going to college. I thought I need to expand my horizons, open my mind, and get a better education to better myself, and moved to Green Bay to get a degree in human nutrition. I enjoy the city and the facilities and the services that have been offered to me. I have many opportunities here because of what Brown County offers. The biggest one and the most important one to me is the Community Options Program. It is the one that pays for my caregivers to come and take care of me. They take care of my needs, so I use the bathroom. They help me in the shower. They help me get dressed. They help me with my hair. I mostly do my own makeup. And they finalize some final touches like accessories, and then from there I go to work. I've worked several jobs. A few jobs I worked outside of my home as telemarketing and customer service. In my home, I've done a lot of sales jobs. Currently, I'm working for a realtor, Real Living, and I work through my home. My employer is very accommodating. He brings the software and the information to me so I can work from my home, which works much better being a mom and being in a wheelchair, to have your job at your home so you can have your staff assist you when you need help and also still be productive and work. When it comes to what Community Options pays for, they usually pick up the tab on whatever medical assistance does not cover, such as maybe a special wheelchair cushion or a brace or bedding maybe to make my bed more comfortable. They've done things like that for me. So the Community Options Program is there to be like a backup source for things that might not be covered in other places, which are usually essential things that I need. Different kinds of medical equipment and supplies that I might use on a regular basis. And also a big thing is my van was modified and paid for by Community Options Program, and that's been a blessing. The other organizations that I work with, one of them is Curative Rehab. I go there and I use their pool for physical therapy. I go once a week and I get in their pool, and they assist me with range of motion and being able to move around and get some strengthening or more mobility. If I could have a magical wish of a half an hour of being able to do anything I want to do physically, I would go out dancing. And the other organization that I use a lot is Options for Independent Living. They're a good resource center. They have a model home that I can go and see different kinds of new equipment that's being used to aid us to make our lives a little more easy. Union Congregational Church is sponsoring a condo for individuals with disabilities. Options for Independent Living is a big contributor when it comes to the condo. They're going to be involved in the development of the condo to make sure that they have all the needs of accessibility met. I have some of the money, but the home loan I received was not high enough to completely meet the end of my end of the deal. So I'm short several $1,000s. I'm very excited about the prospect of being a homeowner. It's like one of those steps I never really thought I'd be able to take. Like going to college, I thought was going to be a challenge. I did it. Being a homeowner, I have that possibility. It's like having one of those dreams come true that you see other people happening for other people. It's something that's going to happen for me. Being a parent to Laker is very challenging yet very rewarding. He's a typical little boy, very active, very curious, very talkative. He is extremely pleasant to be with, and then at the same time frustrating. I love being a parent. Things I'm grateful that I got to involve Laker in is the PALS program. It's been a wonderful program. He has 2 wonderful pals. They come into his life every other week, and they bring him out someplace for a short trip. They do things that normally I can't do. Either I don't have the energy for it, I don't have the money for it, and Laker, he's come to depend on them to be there for him. It's a consistent pattern in his life. He knows they're going to show up. He can kind of sense the every 2 weeks when they come. He's like, I think I'm going to be seeing my pal soon. He knows they're going to be there for him, and he knows he's going to go someplace special. I feel that I'm giving Laker an extra grandparent, an extra aunt and uncle, extra brother and a sister, somebody to spend time with him, somebody who comes over and brings him places that really cares about him. Then he goes away and he comes back. He goes so happy and he comes back so happy. He's cared about by them, and it's a good feeling knowing that I'm giving him like an extension. Since we don't have family in town, he has somebody here that's going to care about him. If I could have a magical moment with my child, I'd run to him, pick him up, and hug him. Never cry. As I dream about being able to pick up my child. I think it's very essential that you have the right caregivers. You need the right person to care for you. I think that's the foundation of me feeling good about myself, is having those people come into my life. If I was not in the Community Options Program, or if that service was not available, I'd probably be in a nursing home. I need the Community Options Program for my independence. I need it to have daily living. I need it to be normal. I need it so that I can get out and do things, so I can live an active life. When people meet me or see me, I feel they should not say, oh, poor Debbie, or, I feel bad for you, or it's unfortunate that you have this disability or you're in the wheelchair. That's not how I want them to perceive me. I want them to see things that I've done. I want to inspire them to believe that things can be possible, that you can have a disability and your life can still just be as productive and as active as you want it to be. If you have the right people in your life, things can be like that.